the movie's on Sunday.
Yep.
Meh. And this is Brennan's pick. Why don't you introduce him for us?
This is another song that I discovered on Pandora. Listening to, like I said, one of my favorites last week, Shaky Graves. The stuff that plays on Pandora is very eclectic, kind of all over the place. And this song is called I Can't Go On Without You by Calio. I think it's how you say the name. But yeah, I just genuinely like the song. So
Yeah, and looking at the Spotify version, it wasn't one of their top 5, so you have to actually dig for it.
okay.
That's why it took me a little longer. Yeah, this is I Can't Go On Without You by Kaleo.
They thought they were made for each other, only thinking of one another, never thinking just for 1 second she would take a different attraction. We don't want them, we don't want them, we don't want them, oh no. We don't want them. We don't want them. We don't want them. Oh no. Can't go on without you. I can't go on without you. Can't go on without you.
Well, kind of had to cut it there. Sorry, Brennan. But yeah, I can see where the music's actually picking up a little bit. It definitely is haunting.
I just, I like the sound of his voice, and I liked the build up and how kind of mellow but edgy kind of it is.
He sounds like he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, I like it.
Very very blows. No, it was very blues and kind of soulful.
Yeah,
And
which I like.
yeah. How would you rate the crap? I forgot the band name already for my band. Greta Van Fleet. What did you give them out of the?
The first one you played?
Yeah, the one that we
Last
played today,
week?
the Zeppelin one that sounds like
the
Zeppelin.
I liked it. I would give it a 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
Just because it is a Zeppelin copy.
I would listen to it, but it wasn't original enough for me to...
Almost none of it sounds that original.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would give it a 2.5. Not horrible by any means.
yeah.
I think 2 should be average. 3 should be pretty good. 4, I would definitely listen multiple times. And 5 is like, I'm going to play this on repeat maybe a couple times.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to, I feel that if I actually sat down and listened to it, the amount of what I heard of it was how much I actually played for you. So it was like 30, 45 seconds tops. The Kilio, I'm going to just guess that that's his name or the name of the group, whatever. It's pretty good. I mean, surprisingly, it's not as damning as some of the other stuff that you've played for me prior to the podcast in general. It's no Judah and the Lion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep it tolerable.
Tolerable.
For you.
You don't have to keep it tolerable. I mean,
Well,
I could play some fucking bluegrass that would rip your ass apart.
No, I like bluegrass.
But it would still rip your ass apart.
This is like the 3rd episode, so I'm kind of warming you up to it. I'm going to play
You're
a
trying
lot
to butter
more,
my biscuits before you start delving in the world of...
Well, let's not say butter because, that's kind of expensive, but I'm trying to margarine your biscuits.
I'm trying to movie butter popcorn your interest.
Yes, half oil, half butter flavor.
No actual butter. Extra salt, right?
So salty. So extra salty.
Oh, the last time I went to the goddamn movie, so much salt in my popcorn.
So on my song,
I give it about like a 3.
3. That's been
Yeah.
last week. So.
I mean, I'll listen to it. It's piqued my interest at least. The other dude, I didn't like it after I'd listened to. You know what I mean? It's definitely.
To each your own. You're not gonna like everything. You're gonna hate most things. But if I can get a 3, I feel like
You're getting up there.
I'm pretty solid.
Yeah, definitely. So I think it's a good time to just close this shit out today.
Yeah. Do you have any recap for the episode?
Not really a recap, but I do want to advertise a new podcast that came out.
Okay.
So one of my comedian friends, Heather Shaw, has a new show out called Oops with Heather Shaw. She interviews some Orlando comics as they're getting prepared for the Orlando Indie Comedy Festival. We are likely somehow going to be preparing and participating somehow in the Orlando Indie Comedy Festival coming up. So tickets are on sale now. I also want to give a shout out to Poking the Bear podcast, and Big Tim's going to be coming through here shortly. So, Brendan, any other podcasts that you want to give a shout out to?
I am a big fan of, not sure, I mean, the Orlando crowd probably knows a guy named by Eric Ealing, and he has a couple different podcasts.
I thought he only had the one. He has another one?
No, he has 2. He has one called The Offensive Line, which is a guest-based podcast, which I've been on. You can look it up by searching The Offensive Line, Brennan Ray, and it'll pull it up. And he also has one called The Darkest Hour. And
I haven't heard any of that one yet.
He's a great guy, and I genuinely enjoy his podcast. So once you're done listening to ours, of course,
hop over there.
Hop over there and give his a listen, because it's good stuff.
Yeah, definitely check out Poking the Bear, Big Tim. Eric's with The Darkest Hour.
The Darkest Hour. Yeah.
Darkest Hour.
Darkest Hour, and The Offensive Line is one of my favorites because there's so many interesting guests that come on.
And so we're going to close this out now. We want to thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it. We also want to say free Meek Mill after the Phillies won the Super Bowl.
Freak Meek Mill.
Free Meek Mill. Meek Mill.
And we'll see you next week. I'm Brennan Ray.
And I'm Salty.
And this has been
Salty Goodness. And you're now listening to Be Alone by Childish Gambino, unknowns to myself.
That's the show.
So unknowingly to me, that song popped on, but that was pretty amazing and badass.
I liked it.
And this Childish Gambino, he's like a rapper, comedian, whatever.
Very vibrant.
Wow. I guess I wanted to end the show, but now I kind of want to see what's going on with this.
I flipped the microphone off and just laid my head back and was just...
You were zoning there for a moment. It. That was kind of ridiculous. Kind of want to finish now on a different note. It's like, no, I don't want to go to that. What's going on? It had to be at the end of the show when everything got fucking weird, didn't it?
Yeah, end of the show, but we do genuinely appreciate you guys listening to our podcasts, and if you enjoy what you hear, please do us a favor and let your friends know, and spread the word.
Tweet. Reshare.
Like our Facebook page.
Yes, just type Salty Goodness Podcast, or find us on Twitter at I Saw Hell First. That's changing eventually, but I like how many people already follow that handle. So, also, if you know some bots, tell them to endorse me.
Also, if you or somebody you know is interested in being a guest on our podcast, Salty Goodness, feel free to shoot us an email at saltygoodness@gmail. saltygoodnesspodcast@gmail.com. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Peace out, bitches.